Yo, what's up guys? DanceKing1711, the best damn thing in Pokemon around, coming with you guys with a brand new deck profile. Now, in this deck profile today, we'll be going over a personal favorite deck of mine, or at least as of late. I wouldn't say it's competitively viable in like nationals and whatnot, but it's a very fun deck. And it can easily dish out a ton of damage. We're talking about Golurk. Yes, Golurk from Ancient Origins. Now, what this thing does, first of all, it has the Stop Ancient trait, which prevents all effects of opponent's Pokemon's abilities done to this Pokemon. And then it has the regular ability, Double Type. As long as it's in play, it's both a Psychic and a Fighting type. And then it has the attack Superpower 80 plus for 4 energy. You may do 40 more damage. If you do, this Pokemon does 20 damage to itself. But here's the thing. I don't know if this is a bug or how it's supposed to be. If you guys know, let me know in the comments below. But thanks to that stop ability, it does not take the damage from the Superpower. Yeah, you see where I'm going with this. So it's going to do 120 damage on its own before weakness and resistance, and being both fighting and psychic type. Now, to complement the fact that it's going to be 2 types, we're also running a 4-4 line of EVs with Energy Evolution, as well as 1 Jolteon with Electric Effect, which makes any Stage 1 Pokemon, such as Golurk, a Lightning Pokemon, or Electric Pokemon. We're also running a Vaporeon, which has the same effect, except makes it Water type, so that's 4 different types now. And we're running 2 Flareons with the Flare effect, which has the same effect as Jolteon and Vaporeon, but makes it Fire type, thus making this Golurk hit for 5 different types at once if you can get all 3 out at once. Now you may have noticed that most of the cards in it, we're also running 4-4 Golett and Golurk. Pretty much all the monsters, have 90 HP. So that's where Level Ball comes in. We're running 2 of them. We're also running 2 Heavy Balls because it searches out the Golett and the Golurk, which is the more important one. And we're also running 2 Ultra Balls, as well as 3 Versus Seekers, 3 Blacksmith, and you might be wondering, why Blacksmith? Again, it goes back to the 2 Flareon, making every Stage 1 a Fire type. We're also running 2 Lysanders, 2 Professor Birch Observations for a little bit more draw power, 4 Sycamore, and 2 Shauna as our draws, as well as 3 Scorched Earth. And this helps us discard our fire energies, which we're running 11 of, which we can then reuse via the Blacksmith onto the Golurk. We're also running 1 Training Center because, again, Golurk is a Stage 1. As well as these guys, which gives them all an additional 30 HP. So Golurk goes from having 130 HP to a more EX level 160 HP. And if that wasn't enough, we're also running 3 Hard Charms to make the damage he takes 20 less on top of that. So this dude is surviving almost, well, I want to say any attack, but is surviving pretty hefty attacks. Then we're also running 4 DCEs, obviously because his attack only takes colorless energy, as well as Flareon only needing a fire and 2 colorless. There are times where I have had to attack with Flareon, as well as, and finally we're running 11 fire energies. So with that being said, and this being the whole deck list, that's it. No EXs, nothing fancy. We're going to go ahead, we're going to fire up the versus ladder, we're going to do a few matches, just to show you guys exactly how this deck works out. Obviously we are on the standard ladder because this deck is built for standard. And as you can see, the ladder just recently reset as of this morning. So we're going to go in, we're going to look for an opponent, and we'll see what we can find. Thinking of doing 3 matches, make this a little bit of a longer video. And you guys probably see that on the... I was just checking what time we're at, so... Steel, Psychic, and Water. Interesting. As always, I choose heads. I don't always get it, but... And if this dude can hurry up and choose who's going to go first... So here we're starting off with just an Eevee. And we'll go ahead and say done. And let's see here. So he has nothing. A Scizor EX. Okay. Weak to fire. We can actually hit this guy pretty hard. In fact, if this is all he has, we might be able to beat him outright first turn. Well, not first turn, but second turn, because we do have the double colorless and a fire energy. And the training center. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to evolve Eevee using the fire energy and its ability to go straight into Flareon. Okay, thank God they're both there. And I'm going to play the training center. And end my turn. So let's see, this can do a max of 80. That's 160. Not quite enough to knock it out in one hit. He can Steel Wing for 20. Or Gale Thrust for 50. He just scattered for an Ultra Ball. Could he be using that to grab... There's the Ultra Ball. Is he grabbing the... There's the Mega Scizor. Now the question is, can he one-shot us? Yeah. So, that does happen. I'm not gonna lie, that does happen every once in a while. But we're just gonna go right ahead, get into another match. He drew lucky, I will admit that. So I'll do probably 2 more matches. Yeah, because that one's very fast. So 2 to 3 more matches. Just straight up, back to back. I will choose heads again. And I will actually go first. And this time we start with a Golurk. Okay. I'd rather have an Eevee as well, but this will work. I can make this work. Yep, I have no other basics. He has a Numel. Not gonna lie, that's kind of interesting. It was Fire Steel. I'm gonna go ahead and Birch. Damn it, Birch. Alright, this actually isn't bad. I'll play the Scorched Earth. And use this effect to get 2 more cards. Okay. Now, depending on what we draw next turn, we could possibly knock him out. Again, depends on what we draw. Finally, what? Okay. That's fine, that's fine. You have 120 now. I'm going to go ahead and do that. There's the Golurk. And then I'm actually going to Shauna right here. We got the blacksmith, but we don't have the Flareon. So I have to go ahead and end turn. He's got a Kangaskhan EX. Okay. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I have the Jolt. I have the Sycamore here. Which is fine, we can always get the Blacksmith back later with Versus Seeker. Speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and level ball for an Eevee. I kind of wish we had a Fire Energy in our hand too, but I'm going to save this Golurk in my hand for now and just end. I could have Ultra Balled for the Flareon. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll do that next turn. That's what, oh, never mind. Hello. But I'm still gonna do it this way. Discard the Lysander and the other Ultra Ball for a Flareon. The deck isn't the fastest thing in the world, but it doesn't need to be. It can move fast at times. Do that. Actually, we'll use the Scorched Earth. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and Versus Seeker for a Blacksmith. Then one of these Fire Energies I'm actually going to attach to the Golurk. And then Blacksmith for the other two that we need for this Golurk. And now we can start dishing out the superpowers. And just like that, 120 damage, we take none, they're knocked out. And we grab another level ball. Alright. And this Kangaskhan will get one shot as well because he's weak to fighting. And thanks to double type, we have fighting type. We have actually 3 different types at the moment. This is one of the reasons I love this deck. It can hit for so many different types of weaknesses, you don't know what's going to come next. Or the opponent doesn't know what's going to come next. And this dude seems to be taking his time, trying to figure out what to do so that he doesn't die next turn. And he just ends. Okay. That's fine by me. So then what I'm going to actually do is attach this to this Golurk. Let's see, what supporters do we have in here again? Alright. And actually, I'm just going to end it right here with a superpower. Boom, 240. And that's a victory. So you see how fast that deck can really rack up the damage? Okay, I'm going to get one more match in. Once it gets done doing this. Yep, 25 coins. Yeah. You may be wondering what I would actually call this deck. I'm thinking Golurk and Friends because of... I'll figure something out. It'll be in the title, obviously. You'll know before I do. Well, yeah. And here, obviously, I call it multi-type attack because of all the different types, but yeah. Hurry up and call the coin flip, dude. Finally, we won the coin flip. And we draw into... Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lead the Eevee. Because I have the fire energies. I can evolve in first turn. And I'm going to lead 2 Golets. I'll leave the third one in my hand for now. Darkrai. And a Pancham. Interesting. I'm going to go ahead and Scorch there. Alright. Well, Energy Evolution. For a Flareon, obviously. And you are weak to fighting. Awesome. And I will go ahead and end my turn on that one. Okay. Skyla, okay. Next turn we can Golurk and hopefully alright. This is interesting. Very interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and Heavy Ball for another Golurk. We have one more in the deck. That means one of them is prized. I'm actually gonna... I'll hold on to the Lysander. And... let's see, we are weak... What are we weak to again? Oh, we are weak to Dark. I don't want to switch out that yet then. Dude. Oh, that's the thing. Yeah, that's fine. We still have one more Golett in the deck, as well as another Golurk, if we need to. I saw that coming because I actually used this card IRL. Versus Seeker. I just gotta end. And hope to get... oh. He'll take this Flareon out next turn. He'll definitely take it out next turn. But hopefully we could draw something good. Obviously I gotta send one of these Golurks in. Training set. Okay. And we can actually buy us a little bit of time by versus Secreting for the Lysander that he discarded. And then Lysandering up the Pancham. Yeah, that's what I want to do. So yeah, as you can see, this deck definitely has its weak points. It needs a lot to get started, but once it does, it can go pretty fast. Really? You had to go in reverse and do that? Oh, you bastard. That's fine. That's fine. Hopefully we'll draw into one of our 4 Sycamores this turn. Or another Lysander. We'll try and buy us a little bit more time. I don't see it happening though, because I have a feeling he has another switch in hand. Or he has that. I mean, we survived it, that's the good part, but he has that. And all we have is the fire energy. So yeah, we're definitely not going to win this one. But yeah, that's pretty much how the deck works. It can give us bad draws at times, as seen in this last match. But other than that, it can hit hard as early as sometimes as turn 2, if you get the right starting hand. But yeah, until next time guys, this has been DanceKing1711, signing out.